For a long time now, I haven't really believed in affordable gaming phones. Most of them promise a lot, but when you actually use them, something is always missing. Until now, this right here is the Infinix GT 30 Pro at just $300 or about 420,000 naira. It's claiming to be the proper gaming phone which we have been looking for. So in this video, I'm answering two important questions. Is this phone actually good enough for gaming in 2026? And more importantly, can it do anything really well outside of just playing games? Now, the first thing we're going to look at here is the design and build quality. In terms of the actual design, I will honestly say this is probably the worst looking gaming phone I've ever seen.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
No, seriously, I've seen a bunch of other gaming phones, especially its predecessor, the GT20 Pro, and they all look much better. Why does it have such a metallic vibe when it's literally plastic? Why are the colors so mediocre and unimpressive? Why do the cameras look so small and boring? But then I looked at build quality and this is where things start to change. Even though it's plastic, that doesn't stop it from feeling sturdy. There are no signs of flexing when you grip it, which tells me there's some real reinforcement going on. And there is. The display is protected by Gorilla Glass 7i, which is actually pretty good for accidental drops. Although with this matte size, dropping it will be hard unless you are drunk again after I told you not to drink. It also comes with an IP64 rating for dust resistance and water splashes. So while this section didn't exactly blow me away, I'd be lying if I said it didn't impress me. And if you're enjoying this video so far, kindly tap the like button right now and don't forget to subscribe for more useful tech videos just like this one. Thank you very much. And that leads us to the external features. I'd say the design and build quality were fine. They were okay, but this is where Infinix really start to take things much further. Unlike most budget gaming phones that come with just one small unique feature, the GT30 Pro almost packs in everything you expect from proper flagship gaming phones. At the top of the phone, you get the microphone, an IR blaster, and the secondary top firing speaker. On the right side, you don't just get the volume rockers and power button, no. You also get pressure sensitive controls that can be mapped to specific in-game functions, which genuinely improves the gaming experience. The left side doesn't really bring anything, but the bottom is properly stacked with the main bottom firing speaker, main microphone, USB-C port and the SIM card slot. And the funny thing is, it still doesn't end there. The GT30 Pro also comes with essentials like an under-display fingerprint scanner, NFC, a rather weird gamer-like LED lighting system, and not just ordinary speakers but high quality DTS tuned stereo speakers. That's honestly crazy because it puts it very close to flagship and way ahead of similarly priced alternatives. But then we turn to the display. How good is it? One thing that has always excited me about gaming phones is how much care they put into making the screens as good as possible. Probably because that's what you'll be playing games on. Sure, they have had their ups and downs over the years, from under display cameras to those weird creepy bezels, but I like that the Infinix GT30 Pro sticks to the core fundamentals while still looking elegant. Just listen to these numbers: a 6.78-inch 1.5K AMOLED panel with a 144Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of 4500 nits. The 1.5K or Quad HD Plus resolution means extreme sharpness. AMOLED brings excellent vibrance and contrast, and for 500 nits is insanely bright, brighter than what most flagship can even reach. This helps in two major scenarios. First, you get enough brightness to handle extremely dark scenes in horror games. Who actually plays this gosh? And second, you get a very immersive viewing experience when you're not gaming and just watching content, which is good because like that, it directly solves the problem that most high-end gaming phones are still struggling with right now. Now, let's talk about the performance, because a gaming phone isn't a gaming phone if you can't actually play games. And honestly, I don't know how Infinix pulled this up because I've never seen a phone at this price put so much effort into maximizing the gaming experience. While the Infinix GT30 Pro is the MediaTek Dimensity 8350 Ultimate, paired with up to 512GB of super fast UFS 4.0 storage and 12GB of LPDDR5X RAM. And trust me, this is a very big deal. This is a 4nm chipset with well over a million points on Antutu, and you can feel that almost immediately when you start using the phone. This was clearly built for performance. Basic things like uploading times and multitasking are effortless, but where the processor really shows its strength is in the exact reason this phone exists: gaming. Most budget gaming phones can run titles at medium to high settings, but it's very rare to see one comfortably push the highest possible settings. After long gaming sessions, the back does get quite warm and performance drops slightly, but that's not really an issue here. Infinix included several intuitive ways to manage heat during prolonged gaming sessions, so it's not something that should worry most users. In the end, this phone doesn't just do what it's supposed to do, it actually does better than expected. What about software? How good is it? This is another area where the Infinix GT30 Pro genuinely impressed me. One major problem I've had with a lot of gaming phones, both budget and flagship, is their software. In an attempt to look overly aggressive and gamer-like, many of them end up ruining the user interface with poor contrast and messy layouts where wallpapers blend into icons, and it honestly looks terrible.
What's that, brother?
With this GT30 Pro, Infinix clearly remembered that even though it's a gaming phone, it still needs to look good. The app layout, notification panel and quick toggles feel just as clean as what you'd find on a regular smartphone. And that's not all, the software is also feature-rich with a dedicated gaming mode that lets you control how games behave when you're playing, or even when you're not. You also get AI features, which is a nice bonus, and on top of that, Infinix is promising 2 years of OS updates. I'm generally impressed with the software because of how balanced it feels. They didn't just focus on gaming features, they also kept the user experience intact, which makes this phone great for both gamers and normal users alike. What about the battery? Now, because the GT30 Pro is a gaming phone, I initially expected to see a massive battery capacity, but it seems Infinix didn't really put that as the main focus here. It comes with a 5500 mAh cell, which, while not something that will shred through endless hours of heavy gaming, should still be pretty solid for most users. However, charging is a completely different story. This phone supports 45W fast charging, which is decent, getting you from 0 to 100% in about an hour. But that's not even the best part. You also get 30W wireless charging, 10W reverse wired charging, 5W reverse wireless charging, and even bypass charging, which is great for improving overall battery health during long-term gaming sessions. So while the battery capacity itself isn't the most impressive, Infinix definitely made up for it in other smarter ways. Now let's talk cameras. One of the biggest problems I've noticed with gaming phones, both budget and flagship, is how poorly they treat their cameras. In the rush to maximize gaming performance, manufacturers often forget that a gaming phone is still a phone that's supposed to take good pictures. But with the GT30 Pro, it feels like Infinix actually corrected that mistake. On the surface, the setup looks quite
boring.
The cameras look small, there are only 2 on the back, and nothing about it screams impressive. But don't let that fool you. You are getting a 108MP main camera, backed up by an 8MP ultra wide, along with a 13MP selfie camera. And honestly, I've seen photos from gaming phones, none quite like this. The photos are sharp and detailed, colors are consistent, and the dynamic range is pretty good in most situations, although extremely bright scenes can get slightly overexposed. Video recording on both the front and rear cameras is capped at 4K, which is great for high quality video, especially since you also get stabilization and decent post-processing. So even though these cameras may look boring, trust me, they're actually anything but that. So can the Infinix GT30 Pro just play games, or can it do more than that? Coming into this video, I expected it to be just okay, but it clearly exceeded my expectations. Not only is it a beast when it comes to gaming, it also offers clean software, a top tier display, capable cameras and a lot more. Features I honestly didn't expect to see at this price point. So yes, I 100% recommend it. And if you want to check out the slightly cheaper Hot 60 Pro Plus, which offers very similar specs and features, click the card on the screen right now and I'll tell you all about it.